Today we've got a Greenlight cracking video. We're going to be looking at all these vehicles. The brand new HD Series 5 trucks, all getting cracked out of those blister packs. The lost film reel set, that's going to get opened up. Some really cool exclusive, hobby exclusives of the Chevy Silverado. One's got a plow on it and a sander on the back. The other commemorating the 100th running in the Indy 500. The only one we're not cracking open out of all of these vehicles is the farm truck, but we will be taking a closer look at it. It's not new, but it was a very hard exclusive to find. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at all these vehicles on the junkyard. 1/64 scale diorama. Finally got it cleared off. I had to do a whole bunch of sorting. As always, I'm very excited when I get a new set of HD trucks. The first one we'll look at is this Gas Monkey Garage Flatbed International Durastar. Comes with a tool chest, an engine puller, and some really sweet graphics on the truck. A little bit of information, well, not really, just a little picture there of the truck itself, and looks actually to be the model of the truck. And of course that's a television show, so you can look into that if you're not familiar with it. But I'm mostly just concerned with the truck, so let's get that out of the package. We'll also be opening up this one here, the Goodyear Durastar box truck. These packages don't have much on them other than the set of 3 that you're after, which we will be looking at today. And this packaging is also the same as the box truck, but this is the Durastar ambulance. I love opening up Greenlight trucks. There's the plastic it comes in. Got the little tools kind of stuffed in there. You can get those out. A little bit of pecking. This one's got a bit of tape on it, but no problem. Got all 3 trucks set up here. Cool little decorations on the tool chest. Little silver painted caster wheels and handle. These are just little plastic items, but they sure are nicely detailed. The engine puller's got all the little silver bolts and the caster wheels painted. And there's that truck. Isn't that cool? Just take a quick look at it. They're all international Durastars, but a couple varieties here. This one features a plastic deck on the back, plastic chassis, dually wheels with rubber tires, and the cab is metal on this one. It would be nice to see this hitch device actually function, but it never has, and this truck has been released for quite some time, probably due to cost-cutting measures. And also the other trucks in the lineup, such as this box van, you would think they would just use a plastic box on the back, but no, they actually use a real die-cast metal. The only thing plastic on here is the doors, which do open. It's sometimes a bit of a challenge to get them open. The cab is metal, and only that plastic chassis, that's the only plastic piece there. So quite a heavy vehicle. And same goes for the ambulance. This one's in the fire department Tampo decorations, which is really cool. Those red matching wheels are just awesome. This again is all metal. The only plastic is the chassis and the steps on the sides. But just lots of detail, little transparent headlights. Really cool. Next up, let's look at these Silverados. This one was just released, you can see right on the packaging, May 29th, 2016. They did release it before that date, but it was released, I think, in late April in preparation for the May anniversary of the 100th running, which is really cool. We'll look at the truck in more detail once it's out of the package, but for now just a quick skim over of the artwork and decorations on this package. And you can pause there if you want to read more about the history of this collectible, and more importantly, the Indy 500. The second one we're looking at is, it's almost like a dealer promotion type thing. Got the Silverado, and again a little sales blurb on the back. You can pause there if you want to read about the Silverado and a little history on that. What great trucks, and I really have to commend Greenlight on their creative use of the hitch and tow spot. This is normally where the hitch would go, and they've got this sand hopper on the back of the plow Silverado here, and it looks to be just glued on at the front as well, so you can easily take these off and add them to whichever truck you would like. A little bit of custom work, I'm sure that's going to spring up pretty quickly with these vehicles on the market. Mind you, with these hobby exclusives, they're only sold at certain stores, and for me, I can't really even tell you which ones those are. I live in Canada, and here we don't get these anywhere, so I just buy them on eBay through US sellers. So that's one way I recommend to my international friends to buy this stuff if you're after it. But check out the detail here. We've got really good details on the front of this truck, and nice wheels, all metal. So that's pretty cool. And then the Indy 500 commemorative truck here has got a nice silver roof and hood with the yellow stripe on it. The white sides. They've even got the little emblem painted gold, the Chevy emblem, the bow tie. Mirrors are painted, nice little window graphics. And just a really cool truck all the way around. Well, the Chevy broke down. It's on the back of the Durastar. Just kidding. Let's look at the film reel next. From the TV series Lost, we've got this 4-vehicle set. Each one of these vehicles is featured somewhere in the television show. And it was a long time running show. We'll just have a quick peek at the back. A little bit of info there. See if we can zoom in on that. There you go. You can pause there if you want to read more about that. And then the vehicles that you'll find in this 4-car tin set are featured on the back. We've got the Dharma van looking a little weathered, sitting in the forest or the jungle or something. Jack's 70 Ford Bronco. And a 70 Volkswagen Beetle. Looks like this one doesn't have any wheels, but we've got the 70 Camaro. So again, there they all are on the front. Pretty authentic recreation, I would say, and especially for that Volkswagen Type 2 bus with the rusting effect. Love that stuff. So we're gonna get those out of the tin. Comes out pretty much just like that. Plastic shield. And you're left with the box, and that's the tin. There's the lid. So for storage, you can just keep the cars in there like that. It's got the same information on the back of the tin as it would have on the back of the package, so you don't really need to keep the package at all. In fact, the phone comes right out, separate from the bottom, and that way you can just push the vehicles out really easily. Makes it a little easier than trying to pick at them in the foam. The Dharma Bus looks to fit in quite nicely with my old Lesney junkyard. Check out the rust on the sides of this thing. Metal base. It's got a nice rust effect on the roof as well. Rust spots all around it. Look at that side. Wow. I wonder if any two of these vehicles are identical. That is really quite something. I think that one belongs on the flatbed a little bit more than the truck. There we go. The next car in the set we're looking at is the little red Beetle. Nice little piece. It's got some good details on it. License plate. The window trim is done very authentically. Typical high quality Greenlight vehicles. The only issues I sometimes notice are some wobbly wheels, but These aren't meant to compete with Hot Wheels on orange Sizzler tracks. They're just meant to look really cool. So, and that they do. And here's the Camaro. This one appears to have an opening hood. There we go. Got the orange small block in there, or is that a big block? Really nice. Nice rims on that thing. Great details on the taillights. License plate and all the rest. I'll get the engine hauler ready for that. There you go. And here's a really nice piece. This one also features an opening hood. They're always a bit tight sometimes when you first get them, but you can see you've got a really detailed engine in there with the air cleaner, radiator, and all the rest. Should be a removable roof on this thing if you really wanted to pull on. I think you could get that off. All metal on this one. I don't recall seeing these wheels on this Bronco before in the Greenlight lineup, so that's pretty cool. One more Bronco to look at. This one is a hobby exclusive as well. The 77 Ford Bronco. What have we got on the back of this? Little sales kind of pitch on that. You can pause there. Pretty bland packaging. Not going to hurt me too much to open that one up and share that one loose with you guys. There it is. This one features the lifted suspension. Some big off-road tires on it. Aftermarket wheels. Opening hood. Got the same little blue engine in there that you saw in the tan stock version of the Bronco. These are the same vehicles essentially. Some minor year-to-year changes with the grille and the lights. Some really great details on these vehicles. Bronco on the bumper. Look at the dashboard and the steering wheel and the gear shifter. And an ingenious way of giving us lots of options with these vehicles. I've said this before, I think, in other videos, is that Greenlight just attaches these plastic suspension lift kits to the vehicles that they have already in stock format, which gives it not only a lot of variety for us the consumers, but a very authentic looking actual lift kit instead of just big blocks of die cast where the axles are. We've got little drive shafts there and sway bars and all the rest, so that's pretty cool. I'll just put these ones side by side. Pretty much the same. Yeah, really cool. And last but not least, this one took me a while to pick up because I missed it the first time around when they actually sold at the reasonable price of around $5. It was a hobby exclusive as well. And, well, I paid, I think, $40 or something for this on eBay, which is a lot of money, considering it is just basically a regular Greenlight with some awesome decorations. A little history about this truck. It's an actual truck that you can find on YouTube if you want to look at some videos of this real truck drag racing. And it is an old beat up looking farm truck, but it's definitely the biggest sleeper you ever saw. And, well, I said I wasn't going to open it, and I'm having a tough time not opening it up. I know I'd be in for a nice surprise of how cool this would be, so I'm going to hold on to that one in the package just for now. Maybe I can find a loose one for sale somewhere, or maybe eventually I'll have a special drink and just open it up on camera. That's sometimes what happens with these cars. I'm really not holding on to them for any monetary value. It's just I like that artwork, and it's just a nice truck presentation for that one. A little more meaningful than some of the other Greenlight package I bought. So, hope you enjoyed this Greenlight show. We got lots more videos coming. M2, Hot Wheels, vintage Hot Wheels, Auto World. We've got some Auto World cases we've got to open up down there, so I think that's going to be very soon. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and happy hunting.